On this episode of Searching for History, we're down here on Olympia's Percival Landing for Olympia's Harbor Days, where there is historic tugboats and other vessels that have come in for a little festival.
Yeah, Percival Landing is one of Olympia's most popular waterfronts. It has, today, for Harbor Days, it has a lot of little vendor booths. Local vendors are here. And normally it has really popular restaurants and shops, and it's a great place to come down and walk around.
So join us as we take a look at Harbor Days. So this two-masted tall ship here is the Lady Washington. It's a replica of a ship from the Revolutionary War era. I believe it's the type of ship, it's called a brig. At this point, something went wrong. Apparently, the GoPro inadvertently got set into time-lapse mode, and the remaining footage of the Lady Washington and the Virginia 5 is in high speed with no sound. To save the episode, we went back the next day and refilmed our visit to the Virginia 5.
Morning. I don't know which atomizer to use. And these guys are going to want to go real fast up there, then we're going to hang around at the finish line. And so you would have trouble keeping. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and light off. Okay to me. It does. Hopefully that'll clear. Okay, so which one are you putting in?
Mechanical at the moment, sir.
Oh, that's right.
Here's their little galley. Oh, that's cool. Once we got closer, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, those are legit.
Legit
Tugs.
ones that pull stuff in now.
We were on the Virginia 5, and this is a steamer that used to run from Seattle to Tacoma, and it would stop at various stops along Vashon Island. This is really exciting for me as a historian in my day job. I've researched a lot of the places that this ferry would have stopped, and to actually be able to come here and walk around on it and see that living history, it's really exciting. Yeah, so this is the last operating vessel on the Mosquito Fleet, of the Mosquito Fleet. They used to swarm around Puget Sound.
Dad, it's too high! This is too high!
So we're on the bow of the Virginia 5, which is a really interesting steamship. It's the last vessel in the Mosquito Fleet, and it's still in operation for charter sails, I guess, around Puget Sound. The thing that I think is the most inspiring about this particular vessel is that it's historical, but it feels really new. It's also really forward-looking feeling, so everything's really polished. It's really beautiful, and you get the feeling that people were really dressing up to go on their cruise around the Sound when they came on this vessel, and that is something it's just really inspiring about history.
One thing to remember about steamships like this, these passenger ferries, is a lot of times they were taking passengers to resorts on Vashon Island. So summer vacations away from Seattle or Tacoma.
So people were dressing up in their finest clothes and taking a little hand luggage and going to a nice weekend getaway or a week getaway.
That's right. From the bustling city life.
Are you guys still using this to communicate with the engine room?
Right, the old way was right here. They had bells hooked to these down in the engine room.
Okay.
And so depending on which bell you pulled and how many times you pulled it, it would tell them what you wanted to do with the engine. Forward versus reverse, all that. But you didn't know if they really got the answer.
Right.
So in the 50s, they got this off a surplus World War II boat.
I see.
And so that way, when you move it this way, either way, it'll ring bells down below the top one.
Yeah.
And then they see it and they see that it's moved. They move theirs to match it. And then we hear the bells when they move theirs and we look. And so it's like sometimes if you don't get it exactly right, you want 1/3 and they think it's 2/3. And so then you ring it a couple more times and get it all straightened out.
So this ship was built in 1922. She was originally the ferry from Seattle to Tacoma via the west side of Vashon Island. She did that until 1940. We're standing here in the engine room. This is a triple expansion steam engine. It was built in 1904, so it is older than the ship is. This engine is fully operational and the Virginia 5 is still steam powered. This ship made 12 stops between Seattle and Tacoma. This ship stopped along the west side of Vashon and then along the east side of the Kitsap Peninsula. She made 4 stops on Kitsap. But this ship stopped at it was a mix of resort towns and working towns. If you've seen the back of the ship, the home port is Lysa Beulah. Lysa Beulah was on the west side of Vashon Island, and it had a resort, but also a post office and a general store, and is where the original captain lived. There's nothing left of Lysa Beulah now, except it's now a county park.
So the Sandman is, I think it's permanently moored here.
I believe so. When you eat at the Oyster House, you can usually see it.
Creosote's a unusual name.
They're embracing.
They're embracing the toxicity. Well, that was Olympia's Harbor Days.
I would encourage anyone who's in downtown Olympia around this time of year to come out and check it out.
Yeah, it was actually surprising how fun it was, especially the Virginia 5.
Yeah, that was probably the best part.
All right, we will see you later.
Thanks for watching.